Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 2 Crystal Souls. We are in the Trapped Halls, the second dungeon of Sixes and his band of rogue mages. And we are going to fight some of his pets here, some draining slimes. Oh. Why? What? There's a draining slime there! I didn't even see it! I seriously did not see it. Somehow it blended in with the wall so well. I really didn't understand why Xaz stopped there. And oh man, should I just roll with it? I mean, I guess I could. How tough are these? I mean, they're not complete pushovers. You know. Let's try that again. Of course, now they're not positioned the same way. But this is much more like what I had envisioned. So let's go with this. And they poison, right? Maybe? They might be trying to poison and failing. Yep, okay, that's exactly what I was expecting. Not sure exactly why they're called draining slimes. Wait, oh, you're... Okay, not only does that poison, but it also freezes you in place. Okay. This is a bit more damage than I was expecting. But looks like we're gonna be fine. Oh. Okay. Yeah, you're still locked in place. Alright. That was a nasty start to this dungeon, I must say. Or, I mean, not really start, because the start was really, really easy. But, well. Should I wait for one tick of poison? Oh, he's not poisoned anymore. Okay, I'm pretty sure the rest of us should survive, so I'm just going to let the poison run out. Like so. And then heal everyone once, like this. There. Certainly the most efficient way to handle this. Healing potion, speed potion, both back up to 7, very good. Okay, a little hidey hole with mushrooms. No buttons. Wait, did I check this nest? I did. Indeed. I did not check the ground, but there's nothing. Nothing but dirt. I saw you, Spore Beast. And Revenant. Oh, crap. Wrong weapon. Oh well. It's a shambler, so I guess I might as well use some haste. Two shamblers even. Okay, good. Not so good. Oh, a lava worm. Haven't seen those in a while. In a long time, actually. Neither lava nor ice worms. Not that I had much of a desire to see either of them again, but here we are. Although I guess at this point, yeah, I mean, this damage is hardly noticeable. I wonder how my old nemesis, the ice worms, would treat me now. I have a feeling like they're not as dangerous as they used to be. Yes, well, I mean, kind of realized that a while ago now, but looks like I did things in this game a little bit out of order once again. Except, unlike in Avernum 1, mostly unknowingly. I mean, or I guess a better way to put it maybe is that I found it much less obvious which way the game expected me to go. Which way the game expected me to go this time around. Whereas the path in Avernum 1 seemed pretty obvious. They wanted me to go visit the Tower of Mage, then on to the Great Cave, see the king and all that, and I just refused to do that. Whereas this time around, I thought that I did the things the game wanted me to do, but I think it mostly started when I did much more exploration down in the Avernite caves than I probably should have at the time. And by the time I went back up to the surface finally, after having done many things that were somewhat challenging, I was strong enough, due to all that extra content, to just barely be able to do things the game didn't expect me to do until quite a bit later on the surface. When it really probably expected me to just head straight back up north and probably go where the barriers were previously preventing me to go, and then get a boat and do what I'm currently doing. But, well, it's what it is. As you pass between these two huge granite slithericae, they come to life. The halting forms look down at you contemptuously. One of them begins to speak. Humans. Delicious humans. The other says, foods. I smells foods. Let us have our foods, or you cannot pass. Feed them? I hope I have some meat. As soon as you open your food bags, the statues go mad with hunger. They leap forward, ripping your food from your hands and devouring it. Then they back away and turn solid again. You check your possessions, all of your food is gone. Like, all of my food. What exactly does that entail? Nothing in my main bags, I think. Or did it even take the meat out of my junk bag? It looks like it, because I'm pretty sure I should have had some pieces of meat, some fish. Yeah, okay, that seems to be all gone. It did not take the meal. Technically we could eat this. Or, you know, use it to make some semblance of bread. Some kind of dough. But, I mean, is it important? I wasn't gonna eat my food in here, and I'm not planning to spend enough time for that to become a problem. The walls of the passage to the west leak drips of water and are crumbling slightly. The construction here is of very poor quality. Okay. In other words, move mountains here. Gotcha. Yep. Oh, hi. Have you been damaging the walls? Possibly. Okay, that was not a good hit. Huh. But it looks like we're not quite one-shotting them, or, well, one-rounding them, but almost. Can I not? Huh? Enemies visible? Where? Oh! Indeed, frozen worms. Hey! There they are. Did not see you guys. Sorry. Sorry. Yep, okay. As I thought, no longer the big threat they once were. Can't wait for the day when eye beasts are gonna feel that way. By the time I'm probably gonna be fighting Rakshasa and cursing them with my dying breath. Corrupting Baton. Energy, base damage, lightning, cone attack. Okay. Do I have one of these? Yes. No, that's a one of death. That seems... Oh, that's a single target version. Okay. We do indeed not have one of these. You know what? Let's just throw away this oozing one that I'm never gonna use and take that one instead, which seems marginally more useful. Oh, okay. So Basilisk, yeah, well, like rabbit hellhounds, icy worms, fiery worms, or lava worms, or whatever. Frozen worms and lava worms. That's what they're actually called. These enemies have lost the threat a long time ago. Oh, wait. Oh, they did successfully stun Xaos. That's his name. But that's not so bad. Oh, you are immune. Why did I think you weren't? Okay. Whatever. Does not matter at all. There's another cracked wall. Okay. Pretty obvious. Crude longbow. Thank you. Oh, and there is something to break here as well. Yeah, this can't possibly lead anywhere useful. Hungry statues. Right. Okay, yeah, that's that. Well, let's see. I want to make sure that... Yeah, okay. That should be close enough. Ooh. That is not enough. That is unfortunate. Is it enough to break this? It is. I mean, I kind of expected as much, since the first one was breakable by me. There's some food. Oh, okay, this is Six's place? Huh. There's also a suspicious rune, which is not directly in front of his door, for some reason. I wonder if this is the way I was supposed to take, and this is just another trap. Either way, we seem to be getting awfully close. Or maybe this would have just taunted me, basically, by letting me see his door, but then again, without the sign, we wouldn't know that it's actually his room. What did I want to do? Oh, right, I wanted to make a note about this place and the rubble. So this is called... What is it called? Trap tunnels? Trap tunnel. Sixes. Rubble. Rubble yell. There we go. Okay. Hello. You hear a snatch of whispering. A snatch of whispering from the hall to the north. You look just in time to see a flash of movement in the shadows at the far end of the pool. Okay. I'm sure that means nothing. Also, there is a button here that opens a passage. All the way here? This is not suspicious at all. Oh. It's a way out. Okay. Thanks, but no thanks. Hello? Anyone home? No? More food. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, these statues took a large amount of food from me. That would have been worth quite a bit of money, honestly. Oh well. It's not like I can't spare it right now. Is that really all there is here? I mean, a bag of sugar is pretty good. Not complaining. Okay. I'm not seeing anything else. The air ahead of you shimmers, and in a moment several defenders are standing in front of you. They were waiting invisibly and hoping that you would turn back. Now that you haven't, they have given up hope. They are ready to die to protect Sixes. Oh. Oh. Well, I mean... I've been led to expect that we will end up having to fight Sixes no matter what. Sixes and his apprentices. Which I guess is what these guys are supposed to be. However, the game did give us a way to sneak around this, well, trap, this fight. directly to Six's room, or what the sign claims to be Six's room. So maybe there's a way to avoid fighting these? Maybe we can talk to him and actually convince him to give up peacefully and return to civilization and whatnot? Because, you know, I want to at least try, if I can spare these guys. Because it doesn't seem to me that they deserve to die for anything. As far as I know, they haven't done anything yet. They have definitely successfully evaded the Empire and thus not given up their secrets. Which, as far as I understand, is the main fear, the main concern for those who sent me after them. So we'll see. We might end up having to fight them after all, or at least Sixtus himself. Maybe the apprentices will give up. Oh. Looks like he's not home. This room is dark, but you can barely make out a human figure huddled up in the shadows by the opposite wall. Really? It rises and you can see that it is a small, terrified man. You start to reach for your weapon when the figure says in a thin, terrified voice, "Who sent you here? Who told you to come?" It doesn't matter? You're Sixes. I mean, again, he hasn't done anything to us or anyone else as far as I'm aware. So let's not threaten him. He's obviously terrified. Bevan asked me to come and find you. The figure nods and stands. A friendly name. Perhaps a fight is unnecessary. He steps forward and you see a tiny old man in mage's robes. He bows to you and says, "I am Sixes." You start to speak, but he motions you to be silent. "I can't stay long. You have broken our defenses. The Empire may attack soon. I tell you this so you can tell Mayor Bevan. I fled with my assistants because several Avernite soldiers attacked me. Or so I thought. When we were assaulted in my tower to the south, we slew our attackers. Later, inspecting them, I came to suspect they were Empire warriors in disguise. I believe the Empire tried to kill me because I was in contact with the Avernite. I knew that they had stolen the crystal souls. They wanted to kill me before I could reveal it. Now that you have made the truth known, my knowledge is moot." He points at the south wall. "You can find the reward hidden nearby." With that, he summons his assistants, 4 young mages, 2 male and 2 female, and they gather their things together. After they all thank you, they gather together again, cast a spell, and vanish. It's time to return to Mayor Bevan. You have succeeded in your mission. Hopefully, Sixes will continue to be successful in invading the Empire. Wow, I did not expect a peaceful solution. I'm gonna be honest. As much as I wished for one, I did not see this coming. All the more happy that it actually turned out this way. Sweet gloves. Sweet gloves. Resistance. Okay. Blessings and curses you cause. I see. Energy resistance. Magical damage. I really would like some gloves that give a bit of a bigger damage than just these 3% extra damage. But extra damage is extra damage. On the other hand, his gloves are protective, purely. I mean, energy resistance... Energy damage might still be the thing that kills us most frequently. But then again, ideally you don't want your mages to take heavy damage of any kind. Okay. Long story short, I'm gonna take whatever gives me better offensive capabilities, or in this case, I mean, ultimately, improving the buffs of from my priest improves the offensive capabilities of the entire party. And his buffs include and protection buffs as well. So, yeah, in a way, it still balances out. Well, we're getting a lot of stuff. A lot of good stuff here. Including, but not limited to, this crystal, which levels you up. Wonderful. Oh, I guess you must have gained dex here. Yep. Yeah. I want to make you a full-on archer now. I feel like his magic is doing fine, honestly. If we don't have to resurrect, his mana is also doing fine. So, in that regard, I don't feel like he really needs much more intelligence. So for the time being, I'm gonna at least keep increasing his dexterity until his combat-related stuff is maxed out here, and then after that I'm probably gonna focus a bit more on magic again. Right. What does this button do? Nothing. I guess if we had actually decided to kill him, or maybe he would have attacked us if we had killed his apprentices first. I don't know. I feel like he might have attacked us if we chose any other dialogue option with him there. Maybe not, who knows. But I guess either way this button would have opened the secret compartment anyway. Okay, these must be... Well, there are 6 rooms here. He had 4 apprentices, so I'm not sure how that works out. I guess they might have just planned in more room for more people that never came or something. Let us dispel. Okay, good. Focusing crystal, stone shatter. Not all that useful. Wonder if I'm going to find anything like anything super special, or just more random loot. I mean, is there gonna be a spell pedestal, perhaps? A spell tome? That would be awesome. Doesn't seem too unlikely with, you know, a colony of mages. Wow. Lots of really good loot here. Pretty awesome. Well, there's something. This is the Journal of Caleb, an apprentice of 6s. Apprentice 2 6s. You skim it, it mentions how his master made contact with strange creatures called the Avernite. They were hostile to him at first, but he was able to convince them that not all humans are dangerous. Not long after this, a force of what seemed to be Avernite soldiers located and attacked 6s' tower. He fled, taking his notes with him, and used his formidable magical abilities to create this bunker. He then discovered that the soldiers who attacked him were actually Empire warriors in disguise. He decided to stay away from Amaria as he feared that the Empire had infiltrated that river city. Well, I mean, as far as I know, they haven't. He was trying to figure out what his next step should be. This is where things stood when you arrived. I'm not entirely convinced that this running away and trying to hide out on their own approach is really the correct one. I mean, first of all, so far it doesn't seem to be working very well. I mean, I guess the Empire hasn't found them here yet. But they certainly found them once. And to me it seems like they would certainly be safer, you know, somewhere deeper inside Avernum controlled territory. But oh well. On this bookshelf you find an Avernite military report. It mentions 3 Empire installations in the caves southwest of Darmon. Southwest of Darmon? Yes, okay, I haven't been there. A tower filled with sinister mages doing weird experiments. That wouldn't be Angirak? The cave of Sulphurus, the dragon, and largest of the 3, the fortress Angirak. Okay, never mind. Seems like they have a couple of those places that fit that description. This is an Avernite military report. It describes Fort Dolthar, the large Empire installation on an island northeast of Fort Emerald. Okay, is that where Limoncelli is? Or is that the smaller of the 2? It mentions that spies saw a group of tall, thin alien beings there, entering the fort with 2 Emperor dervishes. Okay. I guess we're gonna find some Avernite traitors there. You find a book on magical barriers. It's pretty dry, but it makes one interesting comment. Some powerful magical barriers are resistant to the Dispel Barrier spell, but they can be brought down by exposure to Quickfire. Whatever that may be. You take note of this. Again. Okay, so Quickfire is obviously going to be a large plot-relevant element in this game. Relevant element. And the game is really trying very hard to make sure that I learn about it. You find a packet of notes describing the sinister Archmage Gazad, powerful leader of the Empire forces invading Avernum. It concludes that his defenses are incredible, but a mage living near Formello, Solberg, may know how to deal with them. Indeed. Except that we can't enter his tower yet, right? What exactly was stopping us? We were able to reach his door, but he sent us away, or he asked for higher clearance or something? Maybe I should give that a shot again. I don't remember if I needed Mage clearance or something higher, or if it was something else entirely. What is up with this? Why the Empire flags and symbols? Huh? Were they trying to make this look like an Empire base? Sixtus and his helpers must have hastily constructed this compound. The wall here is crumbling. Yep. Thanks for the very subtle hint. Oh, there we go. Try to decipher. You can improve your knowledge of the spell Howl of Terror. Okay, cool. Another one that I never use. In fact, did I even have that before? And is that a mage spell? I guess so. Oh, there it is, indeed. Yeah, I didn't even have that before. Okay, cool. Terrifies all foes. I mean, I suppose that's pretty useful, if it works. Of course, undead are immune to it. Probably like artificial constructs are also gonna be immune to it. And of course, anything very magical that has just high mental resistance in general. I guess I'm gonna quickly visit Solberg's tower, because I've really made myself unsure now of what it was that stopped me from seeing him before. He's... Wait, is he here? Am I crazy? Where is he? Oh, he's... Yep, he's up here, actually. Right, near Formello. Not a big problem. Also, we have destroyed 2 Empire caches. I guess I might as well tell my friends of the Scimitar here of my success. Is it 2 or even 3? Was it 3? So we're gonna see. Caitlin greets you and listens to your account of cache hunting. Well done, she says. She gets a pouch for you. It contains several small jewels. We haven't been having much luck finding other caches. Any more aid you can give will be a great help. 100 coins. Okay. Do I tell her about each one individually, or is that... Okay. I don't know, 100 for... Maybe it was only 2 and it's 50 per. I guess that must be it. This is not where I want to be, although... No. Since I do need my boat, and that's here. This is probably a wasted trip. Sorry about that. I guess I could have paused recording and tried this off camera, but it's, you know, not gonna take that long. Since all the defenders are already slain. Okay, they still want me here? Interesting. Do I know what it takes? Do I have an official quest to talk to him? He's supposed to know about... What was it? Oh man. I'm having trouble keeping track of all the different individual elements I need to find about, in case you couldn't tell. Right. Well, okay, let's just return, maybe once I gained crown clearance. And I might even... I guess I could teleport to the castle and check if I qualify by now. I have gained a couple more merits toward that, I think. At least one that I know about. I feel like I've just been doing lots of good things for everyone, so maybe that's gonna be rewarded. Also, I have a couple of things to turn in. The cheap wine was for Dranlon. Okay, I'm gonna be close to that place soon. I also have more sugar. Right, and I did find 6s. Almaria. Silver. Right. Okay. Nothing in Formello, though. I think. So, let's go ahead and teleport to, I guess, to the castle. Yep. Might as well. The office is right next door, so that takes no time at all. Hello. I have some Empire records. Oh, that's true. Okay. She takes the papers and inspects them, her sharp eyes rapidly absorbing the details. Excellent. Quality spying right there. She counts out some silver coins for you. Thank you. If you find more, I have more money. Good. Can I be issued higher clearance yet? All the bureaucracy again. Oh, Gilda looks at her records. I just... before I even read this, an achievement popped up. Royal clearance. Royal clearance? Wait. Royal? I thought... Oh, crown clearance. Okay. Gilda looks at her records, and she looks at them again, checking and rechecking her figures. Finally, stunned, she says, Amazing! You've reached crown clearance. Then with a brief burst of paperwork, you get a scroll proving it. Well done! Well, thanks. I honestly did not expect that. In a way. That's a little bit overwhelming. That opens up a couple more things? Honestly, I'm not even sure what. I mean, this year, for one. So, in other words, we should be allowed to see the king now. And learn about Demon Slayer, was it? And learn about whatever is underneath Patrick's tower, right? Didn't they tell me to talk to the king first? Well, he's right here. Micah, revered king of Avernum, stands before you. In the earliest days of Avernum, his calm guidance helped the stunned exiles tame the underworld. Eventually, the council chose him as the figurehead for your land. When you approach, he extends a hand to you. Greetings, soldier. I am King Micah. I have been waiting for your journey to bring you before us. Well, you could have had the gate open for me much sooner, just saying. Anyway, your actions and defense of our land benefit us all. It is an honor to meet you, sire. How can I be of assistance? And much more importantly, how can you be of assistance? He shakes his head sadly. Some years ago, a small band came to the defense of Avernum in a time of great trial. Where our armies could not succeed, those heroes did. They are gone now, and nobody knows where they went. Now, once again, we struggle for survival. I am working on plans to defend our ravaged land, and I try to figure out how to defeat our nemesis. What brought the Empire's wrath upon Avernum? Once Erica killed Emperor Hawthorne, curse her. The Empire really had no choice but to attack. I can't blame them. Such a provocation was intolerable. The Empire is bringing more and more troops down here. The process is slow, but inexorable. They may well wipe us out. They don't have much land now. Well, I mean... but they're building their strength. They have one leader, one powerful scourge, who works day and night toward our defeat. Who is our nemesis? I speak of Garzad. Oh, quest received. Destroy Garzad. I mean, I was just assuming that I needed to do that, but now it's official. I speak of Garzad, Archmage and leader of the Empire forces in Avernum. I am looking for a way to have him assassinated. Dishonorable, I know, but we have no choice. His genius and raw magical power threaten us all. I say this with little fear of contradiction. I believe that as long as Garzad lives, we will probably lose this war. Where is Garzad, and how can he be assassinated? Two very good questions. Garzad is in Avernum now, but we know not where or how to reach him, or how to kill him if we could reach him, but perhaps, if we are lucky, someone will figure out how. In the meantime, we do have some knowledge. Can you share that knowledge with me? Erica and Solberg knew Garzad once. They may know how to deal with him. We know also that he was skilled in creating guardian runes. Those will need to be dealt with. Finally, he is a wizard skilled in creating magical shields, and an attacker would need help penetrating his castle's defenses. Every one of these steps must be completed before you will have a chance of defeating our great foe. Right. Remember how I said that things are complicated this time around? They certainly are not becoming any less complicated as we talk to the king here. I mean, we technically knew these details before. I guess Erica told us what needed to be done, except she didn't really give us many details. Where can I find Solberg? Okay, now we have an official quest to do it. He is trapped in a tower near Formello. He cannot leave, for fear that Avernum's foes will strike him down. He told me once he had an idea for how to kill Garzad. Okay. Guardian runes. Powerful magical boards carved into floors and walls. They block all passage, or they incinerate any who brave them. The court wizard Roan says he may know a way to break even the strongest Guardian rune. Ask him about them. Okay. What sort of defenses can Garzad create? Ah, Rentar, right. Yeah. I had heard that I'll have to talk to her about barriers. And Quickfire, more precisely. We think that his fortress, deep in Empire lands, has a variety of magical defenses. We have contacted the Vanatai regarding Garzad, and they have said that one of their skilled wizards might be able to help you. Our envoys have learned that their greatest wizard, the mighty Rentar Irno, resides in one of the towers of wizardry. I think she would be eager to help you slay Garzad. Not eager enough to grant me an audience without first having to, well, find my way to her. But, oh well. Where's Erica? Her tower is beyond the battle lines, but maybe someone can figure out how to reach it. She is the cause of many of our problems, and yet she is still our best ally. Her hatred of the Empire is intense, and her powers are great. Just please, if you go see her, try not to help her do anything too outlandish. Her assassination of Emperor Hawthorne brought this ruin on our heads. Well, I mean, what could she possibly have us do that could make things any worse, right? You know how I can reach her? Tower of Mage is a portal which can teleport people all over Avernum. Really? That sounds useful. Maybe I should try to find that someday. Okay, was it Solberg? Yep. Okay. Ask him how to reach her. In the unlikely event that you find and talk to Solberg before you find Erica? I mean, I guess it's way easier to reach Solberg's tower, and as far as we know, if the layout of his tower hasn't changed drastically, he's gonna be right inside, right behind that door. So we should be able to just go and talk to him right now. Whereas for Erica, reaching her tower was easy enough, but reaching her, not so much. Okay, well, anyway. Remember also how I said how I did things out of order for this game? I guess that becomes even clearer now. Well, let's see here. Where's Garzad? How fares the war, Your Majesty? He sighs. The less asked of that, the better. It is an ugly affair. I can only say this because we are safely in private, but it is so. I mean, that's hardly a secret. You are aware that I contacted the Vanatai people? How could I not be? I have been trying to contact them as well. However, they have refused to speak with me until the crystal souls are returned. If all three were returned to them, great things might be possible. Indeed. That's one of my greatest hopes. Okay, I will resume my journey. Thank you for your help. I mean, he mostly really just told us to do things. But since that was necessary, it was still some kind of help. I'm glad to hear it. I'm sure you did not ask to become so important to the future of Avernum. However, that has proved to be your fate. Good luck to you. Indeed. Can I... Is this... Okay. Well, I could steal right under the eyes of the king. That sounds like a splendid idea. Well, maybe not, but I can look around his inner sanctum. Hello, Lithgow. A tall, balding man is perched on a stool behind the counter. He wears as fine robes as any you have ever seen in Avernum. A long, slender blade hangs from his belt. When you enter, he is counting an impressive pile of gold coins. He nods to you, but he doesn't seem pleased to have a visitor. Especially not a lowly soldier. Excuse me? Doesn't he know who we are? Welcome, warrior. I am called Lithgow, Royal Treasurer. Ah, that's quite a bit of gold. It is supposed to be. I am the treasurer of the kingdom. He pats his blade. It's a job that keeps me active. No doubt. Exactly what does a royal treasurer do? It's a tough job keeping track of all the crown's wealth. It's spread all over Avernum now, in the form of blades and armor and enchanted items, all valuable metal or magic. But I keep track. Active how? Everyone wants some cash for this or metal for that. Metal is too rare to give out lightly. But everyone with crown's clearance is entitled to an occasional stipend for expenses. You don't say. He seems to really wish that he didn't have to tell you that. Well, now he has. So, obviously I have crown clearance. Can you give me a stipend? 25 coins? This has to be a joke. He makes some notes in a thick ledger and hands you a small pouch of copper coins. Here's your allowance. It'll buy you a few nice meals. Spend it carefully now and justify the resources you have been given. Thanks. How goes the war? Even one of your clearances can't get an answer to that. All I will say is this. Yes? Few in Avernum will take a risk unless they are given coin. Coin is not infinite. I wish all would happily give their lives against the Empire for free, but that is not the way of things. Yeah, well, in a way it's understandable. Can I have more stipend? I'm afraid that's all the allowance we can spare for a while. Try coming back later. And spend more carefully. Is this really a source of infinite money given enough time? I mean, I guess if you really completely run out of money and... I don't know. You can always heal for free though, so it should be possible to grind for money on respawning enemies if you really need to. So I guess it's really just more a joke than anything else. I guess we don't need anything else. Thanks. Can we... That's not as much money as I would think. I mean, obviously we are carrying like tens of thousands with us. Both in coins and other valuables. This room is dominated by a shallow, clear pool, smooth as a mirror. The water is hot, and the chamber is full of steam. At first you think it's a large bathtub. Then you see the kneeling pads by the water's edge. Might as well kneel? You stare deep into the pool and watch transfixed as images of the area around the castle appear before you. Okay, interesting. However, nothing interesting seems to be happening. You step away. Huh. That is curious. Oh, nice hourglass. Royal Guard Barracks. Okay, hello, hello. Don't mind me. Just snooping around. That's what I do. King Micah must have a serious, studious side. There is a large pile of tablets here, covered with strange writing. It looks like Vanatai's script. He's probably been spending long hours here trying to decipher it. I mean, we should be able to, right? Whatever is on the tablets, it is not meant for your eyes. The moment you touch the first tablet, a sharp shock travels up your arm. You stagger back, wincing. You're unharmed, but it's clear that these tablets are not for you. Okay. Seems like something we'll be given official allowance, official clearance to decipher eventually. Royal Treasury. Authorized personnel only. Those without passcode will be immediately slain. You don't say. Hi. How strong are you guys? Just out of curiosity. Pretty strong? Maybe not unkillable, but certainly strong. I could try to stun you before you stun me, unlikely as it may seem. Oh, yep, two of them were not affected at all. And they deal a staggering amount of damage. And they get 2 actions each? Is that right? Okay. I didn't save, did I? Okay, I saved before this. Still open it, just, you know. And then turn around. Well, I guess this changes things a little bit. We can definitely return and actually go talk to Solberg now. That's a thing we can do. For Mel? Yeah, for Mel. So let's do that first. I mean, we have... Destroy Garzad. His weakness. Talk to Solberg. Guardian Runes. Talk to... Roan. Ah, right. He's in the castle. We have talked to him before, but I guess now we talk to him again. And Rentarino, we'll have to wait until we have the Dispel Barrier spell. Okay. Nope. So now are we worthy of his notice? Apparently so. As you walk around the narrow ledge surrounding the tower, you feel a brief tingling sensation. When you look around to see where it might have come from, you notice that a gap has appeared in the wall next to you. How convenient. Okay. And this is where he used to be. Hello, Cheeseball? That's a name for a cat. A large calico cat. Calico? Is patrolling the tower. It is a very old cat, and its hair has adhered to every flat surface. When you get close, it looks up at you. My name is, it hacks editorially, Cheeseball. Welcome to this horrible tower. Hello there. Are you looking for tasty mice? No, human. Mice indeed. What? No, human. Mice indeed. I got this pitiful tower. Oh, sorry. What are you protecting the tower from? There are demons everywhere. Yeah, demons are a problem. Although, the ones around here in particular, not so much anymore. Cheeseball spits. Demons, lava, soot, lousy food. No lizards to eat. If I wasn't a familiar for that stupid wizard, I'd probably just jump in some lava and end it all. Oh, that's a bit grim, isn't it? Familiar? A familiar. Wizard term. It means magical slave who hates his life. Wait, M-S-A-W-H, no. Okay, what do you think of the wizard? His name's Solberg. He talks to me all the time, and I do mean all the time. Even when I want to be alone. I'm sick of it. I mean, unless most other cats, you are able to tell him when you just want to be alone, though. Although I suppose that's also all the time, so... Well, the tower doesn't seem so bad. I mean, it is a little bit isolated. Granted. Lies! I wonder why I bother. Look at this place. Pathetic! It hisses. The best years of my life spent here. No catnip. Nobody ever in heat. Yeah, I mean, that's a problem. Pfah! It thinks. Don't you think you should scratch me? Scratch the cat. There you go. It purrs contentedly. It doesn't thank you. It looks very irritated when you pull your hand away. I mean, that's what all cats ever do. Cheeseball is a nice name. I mean, he probably hates it. Cheeseball? What an awful name. Agreed. You clearly have at least a little more sense than my master. Clearly. Well, I guess I'll be going now. The wise choice. I wish I could join you. I like this cat already. Solberg's office is full of stacks of books. An inspection reveals them to be works of fiction, smuggled from the surface, all of them clearly read and reread. This tower must be a very dull place to live. Well, again, I wish I had taken that, those works of fiction I found in the Empire base. Could have given Solberg a couple, I suppose. Or offered him a couple in exchange for a bit more help than he would otherwise be willing to give. Hello? There he is. You meet an elderly wizard, slumped behind his desk. He has spent quite some time in this remote, sweltering tower, free of human company or proper opportunities to bathe. You think he's wearing mage's robes, but his stains and tears make it hard to be sure. He's ecstatic to see you. Visitors, at last! Wonderful! I am Solberg, of the Triad of the Tower of Magi. Welcome to my humble home. He leaps up to shake your hand. It takes some effort to get him to stop. I think I see what Cheeseball meant. May I ask you why you are alone here? A miserable tale. I am still officially a member of the Triad of the Tower of Magi. However, Avernum's foes forced me to be exiled to this miserable tower. Now boredom is my great enemy. I mean, honestly, it does seem pretty boring. Spending years in here? Who knows how long? And what I don't really understand is how the Empire has forced him to take exile here, far away from the Tower of Magi, or, you know, the heartlands of Avernum. But I'm sure he must have his reasons. For you, perhaps. This puny tower has been my home for 7 years. That is a lot of time. 7 years is a lot of time? I do my best to keep busy. I do research, read and reread books I brought from the surface. Play with Cheeseball. He sighs. It would help if I had visitors. Alas, visiting me is very dangerous. The demons, you know. I mean, there are no more demons. Also, I wanted to visit you a long time ago, and no one let me in. Who's Cheeseball? My loyal, loving cat. He's around somewhere. Yeah, about that? Never mind. Can you tell me something about the Triad and the Tower of Magi? The Tower of Magi is following the custom for such towers in the surface world, run by 3 mages. Normally the system works. However, several years ago we had a disaster. What was the disaster? Linda was on the Triad then. She came up with an insane scheme to capture a demon lord in the Tower of Magi and bind it to her will. She imprisoned anyone who questioned the scheme. I came here to build this tower so that I could repair any damage from a safe distance. Fortunately, the beast was slain. How did you manage it? It's a long story, and I'd rather not get into all that. But then after the demon was slain, I still had to remain here. Yeah, why? Yes, this tower is where I must stay. There is a simple reason. If I leave, I will very likely be assassinated. Really? I mean, couldn't you try to make the Tower of Magi itself maybe more safe and stay there? Assassinated? Who would want you dead? I mean, I guess there must be people who do, but don't think I am being paranoid. Hordes of demons orbit this tower day and night, waiting for me to leave the safety of my wards so that they may devour me. Would you like to know who their sender was? I was attacked by demons outside, but I also killed them. My apologies for that. I'm sure they were here to kill me. As you can see, I am not paranoid. Well, again, they're not there anymore. Never mind. Are the demons out there just to get you? Yes, and more have arrived by now. Be careful wandering around here. It's me they're after, but demons are notoriously non-picky when presented with food. Who would dare kill a member of the Triad? Well, I'll tell you. Forgive me if I'm a bit windy. I so seldom get to talk to people. You see, all the most powerful mages in Avernum, me and Erica and Aimee and Patrick. Right, Aimee. I wonder where she is. We were colleagues on the surface world long ago. Us and Garzad. Okay, what do you think of Erica? Damned foolish woman. She was the one who masterminded Hawthorne's assassination. She brought this mess down on our heads. We weren't ready to face the Empire. How might I reach Erica? He grimaces. Warriors seeing Erica. That's how we got into this mess in the first place. He sighs. Fine. There's an obelisk outside my tower, several miles west of here. Okay. Oh, wait. West of your tower? Go read it. It might not make sense to you at first. Remember what it says. Someday it will help you. Okay. I think there's a sign on the cave wall to the west of this tower. But we learned the code to reach Erica's tower somewhere completely different. Weird. What do you think of Aimee? I haven't seen her in years. She's a recluse now, traveling the plains beyond our reality in spirit, of course, not in body. Okay. What do you think of Patrick? He's still alive. Thank the far heavens. Won't be for long, I fear. His tower is in the southwest corner of the great cave. A more loyal servant our nation couldn't hope for. You knew Garzad? What was he like? Garzad. Poor, foolish, paranoid Garzad. He worked and learned with us, but could never stand the thought that others could have as much power as him. He also was the only one of us who developed political connections. And he used those connections. Oh, yes. He used his political connections to do what? He envied our skills. He thought us a challenge to his aspirations. So he spent his time, he and Hawthorne, getting each of us exiled one after another. He did that and spent years developing protective spells for himself. Such a bright mind, wasted in such petty pursuits. What sort of protective spells did he pursue? Years he spent infusing himself with protective magics down to the marrow of his bones. Fire, cold, poison, hostile magics, I don't think any of them can affect him anymore. Blades? Probably not. And that's why he wants to kill me. I'm one of the few who can strike him at his weak point. Keep talking. What is Garzad's weak point? His demon blood. Garzad is half mad, I think. In his paranoid desire to protect himself, he let his essence mingle with the darker powers. Now only magics which can harm demonkind can wound him seriously. Okay. Would that include a demon-slaying sword? I have great skill dealing with demonkind, but I am trapped here. Someone else must go deal with that scoundrel. Wait, if you're so good at fighting demons, why are you trapped here? Yeah. You are skilled at fighting goblins, but if you faced enough of them, they would drown you with sheer numbers. I mean, honestly, we could probably keep fighting goblins literally infinitely. Well, maybe not, but, you know, very, very close. Anyway, a similar fate would greet me if I dared step outside, even for a moment. Well, if you say so. How could I harm him? How could I harm him? I know of a blade. It is called Demon Slayer. It is hidden in Patrick's... In Patrick's Tower? What? Okay. Didn't someone specifically say, like explicitly say, that Demon Slayer is being kept in the castle? Or is that a figment of my imagination? I mean, I guess now we know what the artifact below Patrick's Tower is. If you were to obtain it, you might be able to harm Gazad. Might, mind you. It's not a sure thing. Well, it's better than nothing. How could I get to Demon Slayer? I have no idea. The castle, though, would be a good place to start looking for permission to take it. Without it, you might be able to pierce Gazad's defenses, but it would take an awesome effort. Without it, you might be able to pierce it. Huh? With it, you mean? King Micah sent you here, yes? Return to him. Just remember, if it's extra harmful to demons, it can affect him. Okay, cool. Right, report the weakness. Well then, I think... Oh, are you a wizard? Can you teach me some spells? Sadly, the spells I know which might be of use to those in your line of work are not as powerful as you might desire, but I will try to assist you. I can also teach you some tricks that can make your spells more efficient. Yes, please. Oh, spellcraft. That is exorbitantly expensive. However, it seems worth it? Maybe? I mean, I feel like it's more important or more effective for her than for Ratantuo. Ah, screw it. There we go. I very much doubt that there is another trainer for this particular skill, and, you know, having 2 extra levels is certainly helpful. Oh, he does teach me spells. What? I was under the impression that he wouldn't. Well then. Summon Aid, Hall of Terror, Fire Blast. Hello. Wait. Is this... Okay, that is a mage spell. Really? Hold on a second. Fire Blast. Oh, that is a cone attack. Okay, from the description it sounded like it was a targeted, a circle area, but no. Okay, never mind. But this is certainly much more powerful than Lightning Spray. It is also much more costly, of course. 3 times as expensive, in fact. But I feel like less things are immune to fire than to lightning, perhaps? Although, honestly, only eye beasts are immune to lightning, really. Still. I'm gonna see how fast this burns my mana. But keep it as my default for now. The other spells, Hall of Terror, I mean, I could max it out now. I could. Am I ever gonna use it? Who knows. Summon Aid? Honestly, I'm gonna hold off on that. But Hall of Terror seems at least potentially useful. And I need to keep in mind that I have more money than it seems, because I haven't sold all the stuff I could sell. Okay, wait. Yeah, that's actually all. Okay, this was very successful, very useful. Hi. Can we read this? Oh, indeed. That was easy. Lightning Spray, hey, nice. Okay, I mean, I just ditched it, basically. Oh, Master of Magery achievement, okay. That was my 8th maxed out mage spell, apparently. So, let's see here. 71 to 269 versus 90 to 350, yeah. This does apply a weakness curse now, which it didn't before, right? Well, maybe this is still good enough as a default spell. And I might only use this if I really need more power or something is actually immune to lightning. I guess I want to give this new spell a try and see how much more powerful it actually feels. Also, what is this portal? Oh, I guess that must be the way back. Yeah, because he doesn't have a pylon. Okay, that makes sense. Was there anything? Wait. How do I get here? There is a button there. I think I must have seen that before and wondered how that was gonna work. Or is this gonna teleport me somewhere else? Oh, okay, indeed. That's exactly what's going on. And this might be the portal that takes me back? What is this? How very mysterious. There is a glass orb on this pedestal. It is filled with a thick, swirling mist. As you stare at it, you think you can see tiny shapes form inside. Peer into the orb? This orb has the power to show you things that are happening far away. As you watch, a brief vision appears. You see the passage in the northeast corner of Formello, the one leading to Avernite lands. Nothing interesting is happening. The vision fades. How weird. So... Huh. So Solberg was able to remotely watch that place, but what does that tell me? Glowing orb. Okay, save the game. Smash it? You smash the orb. The mist rises and fades, nothing else happens. How weird. Can we talk to him about it? Where's this gonna teleport me? Oh, over here. Right, yeah, we didn't teleport here in the first place. So, of course it wouldn't be a teleport out. How interesting. Wait. Can we ask him about this orb? Oh, we found this weird orb and broke it. Whoops. Silver gives you a dark look. He was aware of what you did to his scrying orb, and it suddenly becomes clear that he has been exerting a great deal of energy to keep from punishing you. He suddenly needs to turn away and regain his composure. Whoops. I mean, okay, I just wanted to know what would happen. In this reality, we've used it. Right? Now we have. Can we... Huh? Why did we stop? That was weird. Oh. Okay, if we don't smash it, we can't ask him about it. Huh. Well. That was interesting. Helpful. Useful. This is not a... Oh. Avernite Pylon Survey. Cav 8 Bun. Cav 8 Bun. That is not... Is that Erika's code? Is that just an alternate way to get the coordinates for a tower? Maybe? Oh wow, so we're supposed to report back to the king. We're at over an hour, but I think I'm gonna do that and before I call it an episode. We got so many more things to do all of a sudden. As if I really needed more things to do. Okay, wait a sec. Yep, that is Erika's tower. Okay. To the castle. We must report to the king. I learned from Solberg that Garzad has demonic blood in his veins. Fascinating. We know from interrogations that Garzad has summoned demons to aid in Empire raids on our lands. If he shares a link to Infernals, this would explain his ease in commanding them. His fortress, wherever it is probably filled with them. To get far past its defenses, one would probably need Demon Slayer, if we could spare it. Which we can, right? Is there any chance that I can borrow Demon Slayer? Micah thinks hard. Then he shakes his head sadly. No, he finally says, it is too precious a prize to risk losing it to the Empire. Not until you have proven yourself. What? How much more do I need to prove myself? Ugh. But he thinks for a time. Then he makes a decision. Restore 2 of the crystal souls to their proper places, and I will grant you Demon Slayer. Okay. I mean, that seems pretty much like a requirement to be able to defeat Gerzad, right? Up to this point, I was under the impression that... Well, I mean, I guess there are just multiple conditions to winning the game, and they're all not optional. I mean, I suppose we had the choice to end the game by leaving Avernum in the first game, instead of just turning around. Or did we? Or was it just in my head? I'm actually not sure now. I guess in this game it certainly seems to be that you have to restore at least some of the crystal souls in order to be able to do some of the other big quests. Which, I mean, it's fine by me. Obviously, I was going to do that anyway. But, yeah, it's interesting that it's not optional. That's all I'm trying to say. Right, I said I was going to make a cut, although there's so much more to do that I guess I might just keep playing and recording. But yeah, I'll make a cut here. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.